Hi everyone, welcome back, and now it is time for the more exciting part of this restoration, and that's the new parts installation. Yes, as you see here right in front of us, I've got the control arms that have been reconditioned. I've painted them in silver, rust-proof silver, and hopefully that will help protect them for years to come. So they're ready for the new parts. We've got our polyurethane bushings and drop links over there, new ball joints, upper and lowers, tie rod ends, and of course the max beating shocks over there. We're going to put them to the test too. You know, you see them online, they're all around the world. People say yay, people say nay. At the moment they get a mediocre kind of review, so I'm going to give them a go myself, since I haven't heard anything really bad about them. So, you know, so we're going to do this today, install all the bushings, ball joints, everything like that, ready to go. So let's get on with it, shall we? Welcome back everybody, and we're here on the final push of the suspension rebuild for the Mazda Eunos roadster. Now, it's been a long journey, to be honest, so if you are taking this job on yourself, like I've said before, do plan some time. If not, do one side at a time. At least that way, if you run into any issues, you don't have to worry about the rest of your suspension being in pieces. But do expect to play with some time on this. If you had all the time in the world, you could probably do this in less than a whole week, I'd say, for the whole lot. Mainly, getting your rusty bolts off, seize bolts off, and making sure your bushes fit correctly, because you don't want to do what I've done. Bought some cheapos online, the Flowflex ones, and find they don't fit properly. So I've had to order the new set. These come from Duraflex, and to be honest, they're made quite well. A lot better than the Flowflex ones. And they've been installed, which is the green stuff, as you can see there. And I've already gone ahead and installed all the arms here. I haven't torqued anything up yet because I need to put the strut in. And then I'm going to be doing up all these bolts here. And then, well, putting the wheels back on. Yay! Anyway, I've got the whole front to do, and I've also got the back to do today. So I've got a long day ahead of me, and it probably will take the whole day to do. And I'm not going to film it all because I'm going to bore you to death with it. So let's just do some small bits here and get things on the way. Right, so we've done all this. The reason I've done that, I'm going to put the new coilover in. I've kind of measured it up to where I want it to go, the max beating rod. So we're going to install that now and get on the way and bolt this together. Now before you do this, make sure your bottom ball joint bolt there is tightened up, because otherwise once you put this bolt in, it might be a bit hard to get to it. So I'm just going to use it. There we go, we'll torque him up later. So, when I took the old shocks out, it had these gaskets in them, so I'm going to put those back on. So here we go. It's a very wet day today, I have to say. This has come out of nowhere. So let's put that back on. Let's put it that way. And up she goes. Now before we do that, we want to make sure it's going to go in there. So let's hold it. Now again, just hand tighten them. You know, you don't want them to be super tight at this stage, because we need to adjust everything, as you see when I'm up here. So let's just move that up there. There we go. So I've left this loose though. I'm not tightening this up as well, so I can adjust the camber to fit this bolt here. So that's there. So what I've done though, before installing these, I've measured this gap so they're kind of equal on both sides. Just for now, and I've taken that measurement off the older struts, but by reducing it a little bit more, because the old ones are worn and I don't want this to be standing up like a giraffe once I put it back on the ground. So I'm going to put some gloves on. like this. And I've got the old bolt. I'm going to put some copper grease on these bolts. Just to stop any other type of squeaking and stuff like that. Not much, you don't need much. Just on the threads, so the bolts go in just nicely. Just like that. Get all the crud off it. There we go. So, here we go. So, I'll put that one up there like that. And that's going to go up there like that. There we go. There we go. Nut back on, washer. Always handy to have a mallet around. Stick that bolt in there. Here we go, hand tighten that up all together. It is raining hard today. So I've also got that in there. Right, job done. Now for torquing up. Right, we're going to torque at this top. Just going to keep hitting that. So. Right. Now I'm going to do it up really tight on the top one and then go over the torque wrench later on. So I'm hoping these new pulley bushes do the job. I mean, I've done all the greasing up to what the manufacturer does specify. So I hope that's enough. Fortunately, I don't have a socket big enough for this, so I have to do it the old wrench way. Right, it's gotten a bit of tension in now. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what we like to see. But you don't want to over tighten it though, not right now, and because you've got to do a torque setting on that. So looking around there. Seems alright. All the grease is inside. Crush tubes are crushed. I think we're good to go with that one. There we go. Right, I think it's time for the shock bolt. So I've already done that one there. So let's do this one. Sure, this is the fun bit of this job. Putting it all back together and watching it come alive. I guess that's the satisfaction when you do this type of job. You know, you might have a lot of trouble along the way. Yeah, you may have a lot of issues along the way. But the final result, as they say, the proof is in the pudding. Right, so we're going to do this one, and when we get the hub on, then we'll torque up the cam bolts. Okay, a must for that. These ones we'll do at the end, as too sure what's going on in a minute. I'll stop down a bit. We'll see what's going on there. But anyway, yeah. Okay. Super tight that one there. Now look at this. It's ball joint time. Back again. Let's continue. So yeah, just going to tighten up the ball joint bolts now. Well, they're nice and tight in there. Find the hole for the split pin. There we go. So, your split pin. I don't know how you want to do it. Which way, which angle. Let's put it back. Oh, these are huge. That's alright though. Alright. There, gotta make sure those pins are in. Stop that bolt from moving. There we go. Right, now we'll do the other one. Yes, looks like the top ball joint's got a long way to go on this one. But even so, still make sure they're tight. Find out where the hole is on that one. And these have little ones. So, oh right, yeah, that will come out like that. That's pretty cool. Top end and top end of the ball joint bolts ready to go. Almost there. Now I've just got to do up the cam bolts on this side and we're pretty much done. Reinstall the steering. And of course the sway bar link. So anyway, let's continue with that one, shall we? And we'll see you in a minute. Well everybody, we have finally come to the end of rebuilding the suspension here on the front. I've still got to do the rear two wishbones, but that's nothing as major as what all this was here today. All up, it took me about 3 hours to actually reassemble everything, and as you can see, all brand new parts now. I've adjusted the coilovers for now to a kind of a smaller setting than it was on the originals, but these have got to settle yet, so, and I can't do any more readjustments until I take it out on the road for a couple of weeks and run it about. Same with all the bolts, the torque bolts here and the cam bolts down the bottom here. You know, after a couple of weeks, you know, I'm going to be retorquing them well, basically the new suspension has got to beat itself in now. So it's going to be very tight, it's going to be very tough, and it's going to be very solid for the first few weeks of driving this. So it might not be too pleasurable at first, I must say, because putting all these parts in, yeah, are very tight, very firm, and yeah, but they will wear themselves in eventually. Yeah, on to the back ones.